halfway through COP28 now, and what we've seen happening already is an agreement on a loss and damage fund. We've seen a commitment to tripling renewable energy by 2030. We've seen an agreement by the oil and gas industry to reduce methane emissions, and we've seen agreements on food and agriculture emissions. All of these negotiations happen in the blue zone. What I do is I spend most of my time in the green zone, which is actually, I think, quite a lot bigger than the blue zone. So in the green zone, this is where private companies, NGOs, and civil society come together to learn from each other, to host events, and to discuss the different viewpoints on the climate emergency. I get to talk to a lot of people here on the ground, and I hear their amazing new ideas for emerging technologies. I see people asking for investment and know-how to bring decarbonization solutions to their businesses. And I also see a lot of young people, asking, how can I get into sustainability? But also I see a lot of young people take the initiative to come to COP and to represent their country. So a lot of what I've been hearing about is green and transition finance and how we can bring the money that is already in existence to, the emerging technologies and the emerging markets that need this money the most. Some of the challenges we've been seeing is around standardization. So there are, the EU green taxonomy is out there. There are other green taxonomies emerging in other areas of the world. But, they all ask for slightly different things. So how can we find a way to standardize and to all, draw on the same string? What I've also seen is the finance industry directly engaging with private companies to understand, what do they need for their transition plans, and how can we learn from their transition plans in order to have the transition and green finance, go to the right projects, and how can we make sure that this perceived risk that the financial industry is seeing in investing in emerging markets, how can we overcome that and build trust between investment companies but also investees to learn from each other and make those investments to bring finance to where it should be.